Welcome ladies to day 4 and we are goal setting. So I'm so proud of you ladies who are still here, which is most of you in fact, so I'm very happy with the determination to the challenge. You've been following the cheat sheet for 3 days now, you already know what you're doing with that. So today we're going to get a little more emotionally connected to your why you're doing all of this. What are your goals really? And I don't just mean I want to tone up, lose weight and fit into my clothes better. I mean getting into the details, visualizing how you're going to feel when you get there and what that's going to be like for you. So, warning, you will be doing a visualization exercise today and you're going to get up close and personal, as I said, with your goals for the first time in your life by doing this. A lot of you are going to want to run kicking and screaming from this, but here's the real, cold, hard, honest truth. Visualization is what all top performers do in their field before they get to their goals. Look at professional athletes or businessmen or women who are very successful in their field. They visualize clearly where they want to be with their business, with their life, and with everything. So unless you have an absolute clear vision with where you want to get to, you cannot plan the path to success to get there. And you will not be successful in hitting your body goals if you don't do this. Do not fall into the belief of doing something for the sake of it because some random fitness influencer has said it's going to be the solution to all of your problems. No, it won't. It just won't. You've got to know what the outcome is and you have to know in your mind every single day what you're doing and why for you to move closer to it. Otherwise, you're going to feel lost, confused, disheartened, and I don't need to be a fortune teller to tell you that eventually the novelty of what you're doing will wear off, the motivation will wane, and if you haven't got that big driving why, then you're just going to give up. I know this is going to drive you forward even on those days where you're literally not even feeling it at all. So with that said, please make sure you're watching this somewhere quiet. It's going to take you around 15 minutes to complete. And if you're in a loud, distracting place, it's just not really going to work for you. So maybe if you're in a distracting place right now, postpone this, put 15 minutes into your day a little later in the afternoon or evening and get it done then. But you must do this today because you're going to get kicked out if you don't do it. And nobody wants that because we haven't even got to the weekend yet where all the exciting stuff happens. Okay. Rant over. Let's get into this. So do you ever feel confused, frustrated, overwhelmed, wanting to give up with all these different faddy diets and things that you're trying to reach your body goals? If you do feel any of those things, you've got a crisis of vision. And what do I mean by that? A lot of us seem to think that these emotions when it comes to losing weight are unconnected. We give other reasons like, no, it's because of the stress of the day, or it's because I'm coming on my period, or because I'm just someone who can't lose weight. That's just me. I'm unique. But really, once you have a clear goal and vision, you know exactly where you want to go. You're not going to experience any of these emotions anymore. In fact, you're actually going to experience on the positive side, staying motivated 24/7, clarity and understanding of what you're doing and the plan that you're on, and confidence in your body. You're going to be proud of yourself for the results you've achieved, not because you've done it through a quick fix, but because you've done it with consistency, flexibility, and no restrictions. And finally, the freedom. So that's the freedom to go out and enjoy social occasions, have a drink with your friends, and not feel totally restricted or guilty for eating or drinking anything. You're going to have a clear vision and a clear destination of where you want to get to. So once you've created that compelling vision for yourself, and what do I mean by this? Is the bigger picture. How do you feel in yourself? How do you want to live day to day? And how do you want to see yourself? What is it that you really want to achieve for yourself? And I mean getting into the detail here. And trust me on this, because through all of the PTs I've had and all the stupid diets that I've prescribed to, all the things that I've tried, not one person ever asked me, what are your personal deep-rooted goals? And I know that that's why it's taken me so long to get results and why I yo-yoed my heart out, walking around lost, confused and struggling for the best part of 10 years. But once I got it and I understood that now my empowerment method works, it makes so much sense, allows you to eat, drink and live with freedom, and I just wanted to help other people do the same. So I'm at a place now where I do eat food because I want to, not because I'm sad or because I'm pissed off or because I'm making myself feel better. It's not a treat, it's just food. And I do this because it aligns with my goals. And if it doesn't, then I don't do it. And it's as simple as that. And that's what I really want to empower you to get to that point. And once you have that, I guarantee you will have much more clarity. Your life will grow faster. You'll drive towards your goals much easier, and the journey towards your goals will be smoother. So, ready to get started? Make sure that you're in a nice quiet place, as I said, ready to focus with a pen and paper, and we'll get into it. So if you need to pause the video for a minute, then just do that and then we'll get into it. I'll also readjust my volume and my own tone to be a bit less ranty, and let's get into a bit of more relaxation mode for you. Okay, great. So you're all sitting comfortably in a chair, no distractions. Put your pen and paper to the side for a second and just sit down with your hands facing upwards on your lap. Close your eyes and I'll walk you through what we're going to do. Sit down, close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. In through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Make sure your eyes are closed and we'll get into this. So keeping your eyes closed, I want you to imagine in your mind's eye that you're in a big white room. A huge, white, vast room. It's endless. And in one corner of the room, you see a door. You see a door with a golden handle on it. You're going to walk up to that door, which is about 20 meters away, and you're going to place your hand on the handle. You twist the handle, you open the door, and on the other side of the door, you see a giant old school theatre, like a cinema. There's red chairs, suede, leather, everything luxurious, rows and rows and rows, and right at the front there's a stage with a projector. You then start walking down the slope of the theatre towards the front, where there's a big, comfy, red leather chair with your name on it. You sit down in that seat and notice that on the armrest is a remote control. You pick up the remote, press the on button, the projector turns on the big screen in front of you starts to show a perfect day. It's a day in your life in 12 months' time. You start to see a film unfolding with literally what your life is going to be in 12 months from this day. And I want you to imagine that you're staring at your day. So when your day starts, how are you starting your day? Are you at home? Are you on holiday? What's the location? What is your view as you open the curtains or the blinds? What do you see on that screen as you start your day in your own movie? Who are you with? Is it a significant other? Are you with friends, family? Who are you with as you start that perfect day? And I want you to fully embrace everything around you. The smells, the touch, the sounds, the feelings, and the senses, all that you've got right now. Embrace that and remember it. How are you feeling in your body? When you wake up in the morning and look in the mirror, what do you see? Who do you see? How do you feel when you see this fine woman looking back at you who has come so far in just a year? How does your body feel? Does it feel strong? Does it feel healthy? Is it a body whose owner is taking amazing care of it? Do you value your body for what it can do for you and how it makes you feel rather than only what it looks like? And as you start to move through the day, what are you doing today? Have you developed a morning routine? Do you spend the first hour with your kids or do you spend it on yourself? Maybe you go for a run, go to the gym, relax to a podcast or some music. Are you off work today? Or are you spending time with friends and family? Or are you going into work and being a total confident badass for that all-important meeting you've got this morning? What is happening in this 12-month vision of your life? Are you going somewhere? Do you have a trip planned? Are you having friends round for dinner and cooking a delicious meal? What is happening through that day as you watch it unfold in front of you? And then I want you to imagine that during the day you check in with your progress and take your measurements. So I want you to imagine that you get out that tape measure and do a quick measurement check like we did on day 1 of this challenge. What are the numbers that you note down? And as we said in the first place, weight is much less relevant, but what is that number on the scales? How do you feel about this? What is the emotion that you're feeling right now? And then I want you to see your day coming to a close. You're going through the motions to wrap up your day, and what are you doing? Again, is this time for you, or is it time for other people? Is it family time? Is it time for seeing friends? Either way, the day is drawing to an end and the sun is setting. So what's happening? And I want you to imagine that you're watching yourself fall asleep as your perfect day is ending, and then the screen goes black. Now you're going to get up out of that big comfy red leather chair, and you're going to get started to walk back up the slope of the theatre towards that big white door with the golden handle that you came through. You walk step by step by step, getting close to the door. Eventually, placing your hand on the handle, you walk through the door into the big white space where you began. And now I want you to open your eyes, get back in the room with me. Hello, back to the real world. Visualization over. And I want you to look at the questions that you see on the screen in front of you. Who are you? Sorry, not who are you. Who are you with? What are you doing? Where are you going? What are your numbers? And how does this make you feel? So these are the questions that I asked you during the visualization, and I want you to just write down as quickly as you can. Bullet points is fine. Everything that you saw, felt, experienced, touched, smelt. So pause the screen right now, answer those questions, and then come back to me when you're done. Okay, welcome back. So now you have the answers to all your questions. The next task is to actually build this into a vision, because just having the bullet points is only step one. It needs to actually create a story in your mind. It needs to connect to an emotion inside of you for you to want to seriously achieve this every day moving forwards. So what I want you to do is write everything down as if you're writing an evening journal entry. So imagine right now that you're taking all of those bullet points from the perfect day you've just watched on the big screen of your life, and you write that down as if you were in your own movie, as if the day had just happened in the present today. And I'm going to show you an example here for you. So it's the 13th of September 2019, and I've just had the most incredible day. I woke up next to my amazing boyfriend beside me. I went on my morning walk in the park whilst I listened to The Guilty Feminist. I came home and got ready for work. Whilst I was in the shower, my body ached a bit from yesterday's gym session, but I loved how strong I've become. My body can do things I once wouldn't have even dreamed of. Looking at myself in the mirror, I see a strong, confident woman with energy. I value my body now, and I just love the way I feel, but I do look pretty good as well. My stomach and legs look leaner, the bingo wings have gone, and my face looks slimmer and less puffy too. So I want you to create something like this, and obviously then go into the rest of your day as well. Really get into the details. I've provided you with a link to type this out, but I want you to write it out first by hand and then copy it across, because writing it by hand is very important. There's just something about that pen and paper vibe that makes it 100% personalised to you. And something really important to note as well is that you must write in the present tense as if it's happened with a specific date. So it doesn't have to be today in a year, but make sure you have a specific date and it's written in the present tense. So go ahead, write that down, pause here, and then come back to me once you've written it. You can type it up after. I've just got a couple of minutes left and then we'll wrap this all up. Okay, cool. So now you've got your vision down in the powerful present tense with a specific date into your journal entry. It's now time to just put the finishing touches on it. So I want you to complete the goal setting form below, and that essentially is just taking everything that you've written and typing it up, which means it will then get sent back to you and you've got that in your phone, in your emails, forever. So next steps, complete the task below as I've just said, and then post a screenshot of the email that you receive for feedback into the Facebook group, and we will give you feedback and more support. And doing that is really important because we can help you with your mission and your vision, and we can all do that together. So then we can see what vision everyone else is working towards, and I can help you actually make that vision a reality. So make sure you complete this task by 11 p.m. tonight as always. And with that said, I will see you tomorrow at 7 a.m. If you've got any questions at all, then post them in the Facebook group and enjoy this exercise, because honestly, it will be the best thing you've ever done. See you tomorrow at 7 a.m. Bye.